Today we will study the straight line. A straight line. What is in this chapter and what the straight line means, and what we have to study in this chapter. We will study topic where there will no any fast fast forward and anything like that. We will study slowly and we will understand it truly. Okay, so the first topic is slope or gradient. What is slope or gradient? What is it? What is it? Okay, so I will show you graph wise what is slope or gradient. Okay. I'll make it like this. Okay, fine. So this thing over here, the angle which is created between x-axis and the line is itself the gradient or the slope. Many people say take different names and all. So that is what the slope or gradient is. Theta, theta, theta. Okay, what is the definition of slope and gradient? Many teachers ask for the definition of slope and gradients. Slope and gradient simply the slope or gradient of a straight line shows how steep a straight line is. This is the definition. Okay, and the second definition of the slope of straight line is the slope or gradient straight line shows that if one unit of x-axis will increase, then how much y-axis will increase or decrease. Okay, okay, copy both these definitions. Now I'll show you some of the special cases, some of the various special cases of of the slopes. First special case is 45 degree. I have to first draw a graph. I'll draw a graph. A line is falling on the graph of 45 degree. 45 degree. Okay. Now in this is a rough graph, so it will not show exactly. So in this but I'll show you somehow what is the relation. 1 2 3 4, suppose here's 1 2 3 4 5. If I will increase through axis from 1 unit, then y-axis will also increase by 1 unit. Like here you can see I increased from here to here, and it has increased from 0 to 1, right? I increased to 2, it has also roughly increased to 2, right? So that is what the 45 degree shows. Now I will show you 135 degree. It's 135 degree. Okay, now what will happen if I will increase by 1 unit through x-axis? Y-axis will increase by 1 unit, decrease by 1 unit. Okay, if I will increase by 2 unit, then y-axis will decrease by 2 unit. Okay, that's what 135 degrees shows. Now parallel and perpendicular line. The next special case is parallel and perpendicular line. First draw the graph. if suppose a line is parallel to x-axis. If suppose a line is perpendicular to x-axis, okay, then what will happen? I'm just drawing this arrow to don't you don't get confusion in line and the graph, okay. So if I will increase by 1 unit or 2 unit, 1 unit or 2 unit or whatever units, then there will be no any increase in y-axis, right? So m is equal to 0. I mean, there's no any slope, there's no any relation between the two lines, sorry, two x and y axis. There's no any relation. Increase or decrease, there will be no any effect, there will be no any effect on the y axis. And in this also, if I will increase or decrease, whatever I will do, there will be no any effect on the y-axis. Actually there's an effect, but I can't increase it through the x-axis or decrease it through the x-axis, but this is going to infinity, so there will be m is equal to infinity. It's infinity, is going to infinity. Okay, fine. Now the next thing I need to know, if I know 2 points, if I have 2 points and I want to get the gradient or slope of the line formed by both the points, then how I will get it? Suppose I have 2 points, so there is a formula for it. M is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, and the points were x1 y1 and x2 y2, right? There are the points P and Q. Suppose it's Q and it's P, and x1 y1, there can be any numbers and all. So that's how I can find the slope if I know 2 points. Okay, slope of the line, I know 2 points. Angle between 2 lines, it is an interesting topic. Angle between 2 lines. Suppose here is and here is another. Okay, so there will be an angle, right? But it has slope theta 1, theta 2, it's theta, right? So how I can find the slope of the the angle between 2 lines if I know the slope of the 2 given lines, right? So there's a formula, m is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. It is between the absolute value, so it's tan theta, okay, tan theta. is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. It will be between the absolute value, because if it will come in negative, then we will just have to make it positive. Okay, because sometimes it find the value of this thing, but we don't have to find the value of this thing. I mean, we just want to find the value of this, the internal one, not the external one. So we'll just change it into positive, and then we will just have to put it and find the value of theta. Put it and find the value of theta. Okay, so it's pretty easy, but there will be and if you want to know this topic very truly, I've just only given the formula and I have not understood it, make you understand very well. If you want to make this topic understand very well, then you have to see my another video where you will be able to understand it very truly. But that doesn't come in the examination, so most of the students skip that topic. You just need to remember the formula for the examination purpose. Now I will go through another topic, which is parallel and perpendicular. But the parallel and perpendicular of the two lines fall in the graph. Okay, that was another topic. This is another parallel line. Okay, parallel line. Suppose two lines are parallel. First draw a graph, make you understand. As you can see in the graph that the slope of both the lines will be same, but how I will prove it. Okay, so for that I know that the formula of finding the angles between two lines is tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2, right? Tan theta, I know that both the things are parallel, so the slope between two lines will be 0, right? 0 is equal to m1 minus m2. Therefore m1 is equal to m2, right? What we have expected is here. Now if both the lines are perpendicular, here is a line and here another line falling on this one. If it's perpendicular, okay, so what will happen? We know the formula tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. We know that tan theta, it means the gradient will become infinity, is equal to m1 minus m2 right? So if it will be infinity, then there's only one condition of that thing, that this will be equal to 0, right? So 1 plus m1 m2 is equal to 0. m1 is equal to minus 1 by m2, and this is another relation between slope of two lines which are perpendicular. Okay, so here's the end of the first section, and we will study more about this chapter in the next one. Thank you. And very important thing, complete the exercise, first exercise which is given in the website itself, and then go to the next section and study the next section, because if you will not complete the exercise, then you will be not be able to understand the next section. Thank you for watching the video. Thanks a lot.